Hey everyone, how about we build a Voyager? Just one more time. But this time, it's for, not me, it's for my friend Al. And we're gonna teach Tyler how to drill out windows because, as we all know, on this Voyager, this model, the windows are not drilled out. In fact, they're not drilled out in any of the AMT models and the monogram models and Revell models, except the AMT-D, which is all clear, so it makes it easier. But whoever had this model before glued in the windows already, the main big windows, so those are gonna have to be masked. I do have the brass that goes on these. I have drilled out a few already, you can see. And you all know how this is done, right? No, you don't? Okay, I'll show you. It's lots of fun. But it can go pretty fast once you get a rhythm. Now I'm using this Tamiya model kit of a drill, which is actually was made so that you could do what I'm doing now. You could drill through styrene without melting it. It's very slow speed. And when you go like that, and make a hole. And using my thumb, turn it off again. It's such a fast process too. I mean, you can get literally hundreds of these things done in a day. Because I'm joking, right? So, and it's interesting, the windows are not all the same size. They're all slightly different. So you get two holes like that, and then you kind of start chewing through the plastic very slowly, because you can make a big mess if you don't. And eventually this will get thin and it'll bow through it. Now I've used the Dremel tool, which is faster and more aggressive, but you can make big mistakes, and then you have to re-putty and fix it. So I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to kind of do it this way. This drill is a little bit faster, it would go a little faster. You see, there I've got a pretty gosh darn precise window. I got these little tiny files here, and I can kind of go in here and clean it out. And this is what, Tyler said, I want to learn how to make models. And I said, oh good, you're going to love this part. There. And see, we got a pretty nice, there's one that's open really good. And the other thing that works really good is, and it always helps to have a new blade on there. I have to go find a blade. Now, the other thing we can do is you can take, if you kind of miss your spot there and you don't kind of get up far enough into the window, you can use an X-Acto blade. Look at that. And work it. Work it, baby. And see, that, you see what that did, Tyler?
Yeah. Got it right up there.
You have to be patient. Yeah, see? And then it's got a nice window, see? You see a little lump right there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that lump's gone. Yeah, and then just do this one real quick. It will try to dance on you, so you have to be careful with that. Now, you can actually, instead of trying to cut through it, you can just use the blade like that and get it really pretty darn good. Can you tell I've done this before?
A couple times.
Yeah. And then like this. And then what we're going to do eventually, after we light block this whole thing and primer it so that light doesn't leak through, once we put lights inside of it, is we're going to place clear liquid dental acrylic inside. And what we do is we put tape on the outside, blue painter tape, and push it in. And then we, from this side, we put in this white powder and we drip this liquid in. It turns clear and sets up really fast, and you have these transparent windows. So is that something you want to try?
Oh yeah.
You might want to sit down while you do this. You don't have to, but that's what we have to do to this all the way around, and also here too, just when you thought there weren't enough windows for you. And what I have to do is, Al asked to have a base that basically is this. This will be the base, but much larger. So I need to figure this out, enlarge it. What I'm probably going to do is just scan it or pull one offline and enlarge it to the size of the base and cut it out in wood in a combination of plexiglass and make a chevron from Voyager that the whole ship is mounted to. So that's going to be really cool. Well, I'm working more at Voyager. Tyler's been here most of the day working on getting the windows punched out. I showed him how to do a few, and then he did them himself. And I must say, he did a really precise and really nice job on these. These are going to be just gorgeous once we put the dental acrylic in them. So he's got a lot more to go. He's got these to do and these to do, and I found the brass parts from Paul that go on the Voyager, which are going to help a lot. So I believe this is for the shuttle bay. No, I'm not sure what that goes to, but we'll find out. In addition to that, Al wanted to have a base that was the chevron, which is not called that, as it turns out on Google, but I had to say Voyager emblem. So I enlarged it. This will be a pretty nice big base. Now this itself will be the base, so the whole model will be sitting on this. So I enlarged this, and what I'm going to do is go over here and cut it on the bandsaw and start with the initial wooden base shape. So I'm going to cut this for a while, and then Mary will probably cut because it will get boring. But let's start with this. Just cutting this out bit by bit. We get there we go, nice and slow. This is just a supporting base, so I still want to have a nice shape to it. So we're going to keep doing this till I got the whole thing cut. We drill a hole through there, raise this up. Then I'm going to cut a plexiglass piece that goes over this with another plexiglass piece on top of that to get the relief. But I start here. So we'll come back when this is all cut in a little bit. To stop that because it won't quite make this turn. This is not a scroll saw. So now all I have to do is round it off in spots. There. that pretty much is it. Anyway, so that gives me the start of that, and the next thing I've got to do is cut a piece of Plex. My worry is that this is a little bit smaller than what Al wants, so I may have to make another one and make it bigger, but I'm hoping not. We'll come back when I do more on this.